Okay. I'm calling to order the Finance Committee meeting of Monday, February 6th, 2023. Just a reminder that this meeting is being audio and video recorded, and I am looking for an approval of the agenda. Thank you. Second. Great. Is there anybody that's online, Maria?
Just John Giorgio.
Okay, so in which case there's no need for a roll call. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Okay, I'm now going to open it for public comments. Oh, yeah, sorry. Thank you. I'm now going to open it for public comments. Thank you. Closing it for public comment. Okay. Today's meeting is the public hearing on the annual town meeting warrant articles and potential adoption of motions. I will go through the warrant articles one by one and ask if anyone has a comment. And otherwise, we will just move along. So, are Brian and Libby on, Maria?
No.
Oh, getting less popular by the minute. Article 1, receipt of reports. Article 2, appropriation unpaid bills. Article 3, appropriation prior year articles. Article 4, revolving accounts spending limits for fiscal year 2024. We already made a motion to adopt on Article 5, so Article 6, fiscal year 2023 general fund budget transfers. Article 7, personnel compensation plans for fiscal year 2024. Article 8, appropriation fiscal year 2024 general fund operating budget. Article 9, appropriation health and human services. Article 10, appropriation general fund capital fund expenditures. Article 11, supplemental appropriation Surfside area roads reconstruction and transportation improvements. Article 12, supplemental appropriation town pier improvements. Article 13, supplemental appropriation landfill closure costs. Article 14, supplemental appropriation Walnut Road shared use path. Article 15, appropriation Novadear Playing Fields Complex field addition, associated renovations to adjacent fields, site enhancements. And Article 16, supplemental appropriation Myacomet Pond dredging. And for the committee's information, Articles 11 through 16 are on the agenda for the 23rd of February. Okay, Article 17, we've already made a recommendation, motion to adopt. It is amend description of public works facility improvements design location. Article 18, appropriation affordable housing trust fund. Article 19, Maria, remind me, that's on for the 21st, I believe.
Article, I'm sorry, which number?
Article 18.
21st, yes.
Okay, let me just put that down. I forgot to put it on the little sheet. Article 19, renewal of Board of Health Septic System Betterment Loan Program, and it's on the agenda for the 23rd. Article 20, establish and appropriate Stormwater Enterprise Fund, on the agenda for the 23rd. Article 21, appropriation fiscal year 2024 enterprise funds operations. Article 22, appropriation enterprise funds capital expenditures. Article 23, enterprise funds fiscal year 2023 budget transfers. Articles 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. We took a motion to adopt on the first four, which were appropriation waterways improvement fund, appropriation ambulance reserve fund, appropriation ferry embarkment fee, and appropriation county assessment on our last meeting on the 2nd, and then Article 28, appropriation finalizing the fiscal year 2024 county budget. We made a motion, take no action. Article 29, rescind unused borrowing authority. Article 30, appropriation other post-employment benefits trust fund. It's on the agenda for the 9th on Thursday. Article 31, appropriation fiscal year 2023 senior work-off program on the 9th. 32, appropriation for special purpose stabilization fund for airport employee accrued liabilities on the agenda for the 9th. 33, appropriation for special purpose stabilization fund for town employee accrued liabilities on the agenda for the 9th. Article 34, appropriation fiscal year 2024 budget community preservation committee on the agenda for the 9th. Article 35, affordable and year-round stable housing stabilization fund. It is on the agenda for the 21st. Article 36, we made a motion. It was appropriation independent HTC administrator, motion not to adopt on the 26th of January. Or 26th of January. Article 37, zoning bylaw amendment, animal hospital and animal shelter. 38, zoning bylaw amendment, ground cover, sheds. 39, zoning bylaw amendment, swimming pool, residential, hot tub spa, residential, recreational, outdoor water feature. Article 40, zoning bylaw amendment, time sharing or time interval ownership dwelling unit or dwelling. 41, zoning bylaw amendment, duplex. 42, zoning bylaw amendment, secondary residential lots. 43, zoning bylaw amendment, tertiary lots. 44, zoning bylaw amendment, off-street parking requirements. 45, this is where it's going to get really exciting. Zoning bylaw, zoning map change, RC2 to RC5 and or CTEC Appleton Road. 46, zoning map change, RC2 to R5 and or CTEC Nobska Way. I can't even pronounce half of these. 47, zoning map change, RC2 to R5 and or CTEC Salros Road. 48, zoning map change, RC2 to R20 and Lug 3, 91 and 95 Maya Comet Avenue. 49, zoning map change, R1 to R5, Williams Lane and Cherry Street. 50, zoning map change, R1 to R5, CN and CMI, Pleasant Street, Kimberly Way, Williams Lane, Cherry Street, Bear Street, and Madison Court. Article 51, zoning map change, R10 to CN, Surfside Road and Cobble Court. 52, zoning map and town and county overlay district change, 69 Hummock Pond Road. 53, zoning map change, town overlay district open space parcels. 54, zoning bylaw amendment, swimming pool residential. 55, zoning bylaw amendment, swimming pool residential. The first is from Linda Williams, the second is from Campbell Sutton. 56, zoning bylaw amendment, intensity regulations, frontage. 57, zoning bylaw amendment, intensity regulations, setbacks. 58, zoning bylaw amendment, accessory uses. 59, zoning bylaw amendment, definitions, use principle. And Joe, I'm going to turn it over for you to take us through to 60, just to give somebody else someone else's
All right,
voice. on
let's
this.
see.
60.
You'll have, I don't, my notes made, if there's something we've made a motion on.
Oh, you
know,
don't have
we're-
it? Well, I can keep
I don't,
going.
mine is probably not as caught up as yours. But no,
Okay.
I'm happy to do it. Just stop me if I'm gonna,
Okay. Or I'll give you
Uh,
mine.
okay.
How's
Number 60,
Yep.
zoning bylaw amendment, short-term rental accessory use. It's a citizens article. Number 61, zoning bylaw amendment, definitions, commercial. Article number 62, zoning bylaw amendment, pre-existing non-conforming use structures and lots. Article 63, zoning bylaw amendment, lots created under MGL 41-81L. Name the
No,
same.
ignore that.
Okay, forget that comment. Article 64, zoning map change, SOH to YN Elbow Lane. VN, sorry.
VN,
My-
that's okay.
My reading glass is a little smudged. Article 65, zoning map change, RC2 and CI to CMI Arrowhead Drive. Article 63, zoning map change, R20 to CN, Old South Road, Little Isle Lane, Miller Lane, Airport Road.
It's 66.
Did I read?
You said 63. See, this isn't as easy as it looks.
No, it isn't. It isn't. Do
Do you want me to?
you want me to
carry
go
on?
back to 63 and start over again?
No, I'm just mentioning it.
All right. Article 66, let's try that one again. Zoning map change, R20 to CN, Old South Road, Little Isle Lane, Miller Lane, Airport Road.
There we go.
Article 67, zoning map change, R20 to R10, Old South Road, Miller Lane. Article 68, zoning map change, R40 to CN, Evergreen Way and Airport Road. Article 69, zoning map change, Lug 2 to R20, 69 Hummock Pond Road. Article 70, bylaw amendment, false private alarms.
We have motion to adopt on the 2nd of February.
Okay, so motion to adopt. Article 71, bylaw amendment, finances/rename establish revolving account. That was still not undone. Article 72, bylaw amendment, motorized passenger devices, citizens article by Bruce Mandel, motion not to adopt on the 26th of January.
Correct.
Article 73, bylaw amendment noise, citizens article by Campbell Sutton. We have not taken a vote on that one.
And yeah, invited for the 16th of February.
16th of February. Article 74, bylaw amendment, Board of Sewer Commissioners, Sewer District map changes. Article 75, bylaw amendment, Board of Sewer Commissioners / Town Sewer District map change, 25 Millbrook Road. Article 76, bylaw amendment, outdoor lighting by Catherine Gale Walker. And with that one, is that one up?
Also invited on the
On
16th.
the 16th, great. Article 77, acceptance of Massachusetts General Law, Chapter 41, Section 110A, voter registration deadline. Article 78.
And that was, sorry, I forgot to put it on the spreadsheet. That's motion to adopt.
Oh, we did do that one already?
Yeah.
Okay. Article 78, amend declaration of trust for affordable housing trust fund. Article 79, establishment of independent sewer commission. It's a citizens article by Mr. Barnes. Article 80, home rule petition, an act amending the charter of the town of Nantucket to increase the terms of office for members of the select board from 3 to 5 years. Article 81, citizens article by Mr. Barnes, town council form of government, which we are going to deal with when we're done this whole thing, right?
Sure, let's come back to it. Get through all of them first and come back.
Okay. Article 82, citizens article, home rule petition, charter change, town council, town manager form of government. And we took a motion to take no action. Sorry, I think that was actually not to adopt, wasn't it? On the 82, Stephen, wasn't it the one we did the comment on?
We did take no
It
action.
was a take no action?
To take no action, right? yeah.
Yep, and we have a comment, which we'll do after we get through all of these.
Okay. Let's see.
83.
83. Thank you. It's dark green. It's a little harder to read. Article 83, home rule petition, an act to amend the Nantucket Planning and Economic Development Commission enabling legislation. We took a motion not to adopt last week.
Mhm.
Article 84, home rule petition, an act amending the Nantucket Sewer Act, Chapter 396 of the Acts of 2008. Article 85, home rule petition, an act amending the charter of the town of Nantucket to implement certain recommendations of the Town Government Study Committee. Article 86, home rule petition, an act regulating the application of nutrient management and fertilizer in the town of Nantucket.
And both of those were motion to adopt on the 2nd of February.
Article 87, home rule petition, real estate conveyance, 50 Alter Rock Road to Nantucket Conservation Foundation, Inc. Article 88, home rule petition, real estate conveyance, a portion of Ames Avenue. Article 89, home rule petition, issuance of pension bonds and notes. Article 90, home rule petition, real estate conveyance from town of Nantucket to Nantucket Islands Land Bank. Article 91, home rule petition, conveyance of properties from county to town. Article 92, long-term lease authorization, solid waste facility. Article 93, real estate conveyance, utility easement at Wilkes Square. Article 94, real estate acquisition, paper streets, Goose Pond Lane, and portion of Spruce Street. Article 95, real estate conveyance, town of Nantucket to Nantucket Islands Land Bank, miscellaneous parcels. Article 96, real estate acquisition easements in Skyline Drive, Webster Road, portions of Monahasset Road, and Okerawa Avenue for water main extension project. Article 97, real estate conveyance easement, easement 9 East Creek Road. Article 98, real estate acquisition Mayflower Circle and Daffodil Lane.
Hang on a second, Joe. Maria, is Joanna on now?
No. Joanne, we have to use their panelist links that we send out on Friday.
Okay.
Or they can go from the agenda register part and I'll make them a panelist.
Okay,
It's not the regular Zoom link,
okay. I'll just,
it's a webinar.
thank you.
Okay. Article 99, real estate conveyance Mayflower Circle and Daffodil Lane. Article 100, real estate acquisition rights in Dartmouth Lane. Article 101, real estate acquisition Stone Alley. Article 102, real estate acquisition 31 Easy Street. Article 103, real estate conveyance 31 Easy Street. Article 104, appropriation stabilization fund. And Article 105, appropriation free cash.
Okay, thank you, Joe. Great. There we go. We went through the whole
That
warrant.
was fun.
That was fun. Okay, let's go back to Article 81 and Maria will very helpfully put the motion up on the screen for everyone to see. You did get them in emails, but this is an opportunity to see it now. Okay. So the article from Mr. Barnes is the top part, and then the Finance Committee motion would be this. And this has been, Joe and Stephen did a great job of pulling this together, and we have reviewed it with town council and with the moderator to make sure we're within the scope of the original article. So do either one of you want to speak to why this is our motion?
Well, I mean, I think it's our motion because Mr. Barnes' article proposed a process that was in keeping with what John Giorgio, town council, informed us was the appropriate way to begin and execute a process to convert from town meeting to a town council form of government. The comment or the sort of the worked motion, I think what I tried to do is basically under number 3, reduce some of the specifics that were in Mr. Barnes' first article and leave those, if you will, administrative and structural details to the committee, the special committee that's being created by the article. So I just kind of the 3A through F are really kind of a shortening and a little bit more general wording than the original article. And sounds like Mr. Giorgio and the moderator are okay with it.
Mhm.
And I don't, Steve, if there's anything else, I can't remember exactly. You tweaked a few of the lines too, but.
A few, but basically the intent was that this would be permissive enough that we can achieve what Mr. Barnes wanted to achieve, I believe, in his article, but also that some of the finer points can be hammered out by whatever groups put together to do that work.
Thank you. Jill?
Yeah, because you say they shall employ a professional administrator, so just wondering like, how's that gonna get paid for? and how it's gonna get worked out.
Yeah, I think the professional administrator is
Libby.
Libby, right? It's the structure that we already have. Yeah, can we scroll up, see if there's any difference from the article text?
If I may,
Yes, please, John. Thank you.
so I'm wondering whether the Finance Committee would consider, in order to avoid any doubt here, instead of saying a professional administrator, perhaps a town manager would be more appropriate.
Okay, that's fine.
Sure, yeah, that's. what I meant, yeah.
I mean, that was what you intended, correct, Mr. Barnes? So,
Yes, actually, am I on?
Yep.
It was what I intended, and also the A, B, and C was what I was looking at as a way to, as part of the discussion, to see how we would decide whether at large or by district or whatever. So this really addresses everything, and I think it's a good approach to the situation.
Thank you, Mr. Barnes. Okay, so the
You
mod,
might need a capital M in manager also. I think that's like a defined term in the town code.
there we go. Perfect. Any other question? Is Joanna on now?
She is.
Okay. Joanna, as you're not here, is there any, I can't see your hand waving from over here, so any input from
No.
you?
I'm okay, thank you.
Thank you. Okay. Is everyone okay with this motion as it is?
It just occurs to me that there's gonna be a lot of confusion with town council and town council. But I think we can deal with that level of anarchy in the future.
Okay, good. Yes,
I'm used to it if that's any
I
consolation.
know half the things that are written about, we need town council. See,
Exactly.
but
with the
barbs are
SEL.
gonna be shared between the parties. But that's not my issue.
but John's an SEL council, and that's, everyone can tell the difference. right?
Not in some of the things we get. But we know what's intended. Good. Okay. Jill?
Question, does this group disband if they don't have an article for town meeting in 2024?
Your microphone's not on, Jill.
Does this group, does this committee, do they disband if there's no article proposed at town meeting 2024? Does this sort of make them ineffective at that point or
Well, it's,
inactive at that point?
I guess the point would be if it drags on and on and on and on, it doesn't do the town or the voters a good service. So the idea was to draw a line under it to get something done.
But does it have to get reauthorized?
I hear what you're saying. I just think they should just get their, just,
I-
Would you want to share what's going on with SDR work group right now?
Yeah, no, but I mean, I understand your point. And I think that, you've got, I don't know.
If I may, Madam Chair.
Yes, go ahead, John.
So this, I don't think there's any sunset clause built into this. Certainly the intent is by the article to have this presented at the 2024 annual town meeting. But if their work is not completed, I think it would be up to the select board whether to continue the committee, continue to constitute the committee beyond 2024.
That's what I wanted to know. Thank you.
I mean, certainly my hope would be, speaking as sort of naively on this, the other folks that have proposed the article, Jeff Carlson's group, have the city or town of Franklin's charter. I mean, you've got a roadmap that would probably take you through 80% of the boilerplate, and then you can spend your time on how do you pick the representatives and sort of the more meaty issues, I would think.
One would hope.
That assumes the committee is gonna be constituted in the near future.
True. Fair enough.
Curtis?
Thank you. We do have Mass Municipal who has people who can help us with that. There are models. And in my wildest dreams, I even hoped it might come up to the special town meeting in this fall, because we got to get it done. It's not that hard. It's just saying we're ready to change and we could do it quickly,
Thank you.
please.
Okay.
Who forms the special committee? This Board of Selectmen?
Select board.
Select Board?
Mhm.
That's what your motion says.
Oh. Thank you.
Denise, just so that everyone is aware,
Mhm.
this would have to be proposed as a home rule petition for a special act charter change. So,
Okay.
so if it is, whenever it's approved by town meeting, it has to go to the state legislature.
Okay,
And then there would likely be a requirement that it be approved at the ballot at the next annual election after it's approved by the legislature.
so John, help me with the timeline. So the committee gets busily beavering away post the ATM,
Yep.
but they're actually officially can't unless the state legislature lets them? Is that what-
No, the committee will draft the charter,
Okay,
but it will have to be in the form of a home rule petition.
yep, okay,
And
They're
once
out.
that's voted at town meeting, it goes to the legislature. Once the legislature approves it, there will more than likely be a requirement that one further step occur, that it be approved at the next annual town election
okay.
ballot question.
So the committee can get started working and their output will take a few iterations through the Massachusetts legislature and an election and a town meeting endorsement and an election.
Yeah, I don't think it'll come, well, yeah, I mean, that, yes, basically, but it's going to be this town meeting vote, the drafting of a charter, a home rule petition by town meeting, the legislature adopts it, there's a ballot question.
Perfect.
So the fastest this could possibly happen is kind of 2 years.
More than likely, yes.
Okay,
Okay. It is what it is.
unless Curtis's wildest dreams come true and it's ready for special town meeting and then it could be on the election and the
Articles for
spring.
special town meeting have to be submitted July 12th.
Jill?
Oh, select board.
Does the vote on the ballot, does that have to be 2/3?
No, that would be a simple majority,
Okay,
as would the home rule petition vote at town meeting.
okay, thank you.
Anything else? Seeing nothing else, may I have a motion?
Motion to adopt?
Second,
Okay, roll call. Joanna?
Had to unmute. Yes, aye.
Thank you. Chris?
Aye.
Stephen?
Aye.
Joe?
Aye.
Jill? Peter?
Aye.
Denise? Aye. Passes unanimously. Thank you. Okay. First hurdle over, Curtis. All right. Article 82, we did make a motion on this. However, I would like the committee's input on the comments. So Maria's already put it up on the screen, I believe. I do not have eyes in the back of my head. So please take a look at the comment. Are we okay with the comment? Okay, I don't think we need a motion to adopt a comment. So I just wanted to make sure everybody was comfortable with it. Thank you very much. Okay, great. Let me get back to our agenda for today. Thank you, Maria. And oops, 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 oops. Oh, here it is. Public hearing done. Committee reports. Do we have any committee reports? Peter, you did have a short-term rental on the second.
no, I commented on that last on Thursday.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, the 31st, it was the meeting and the
Yeah,
second.
yeah.
Time flies. Any other?
I did have a brief solid waste meeting, actually, I think it was last Thursday. The committee is continuing to look at kind of the best way to divide the waste streams that the town has to deal with, paper, glass, organics and what have you. We're trying to get a kind of a joint meeting with some folks from Martha's Vineyard who are also dealing with some of the same issues. All of this is really input to the select board who are coming up on a decision as to what structure the relationship between the town and whatever organization it contracts with to manage these landfill, which will, waste options is probably continues to be the leading, despite some of the bad, if you will, bad press. They are still more likely than not the leading option. So.
Thank you, Joe. Anybody else?
Can I ask
Jill?
a question?
Sure.
Did, in the other towns that you visited or looked at, do they charge people to drop off their trash?
I don't know, because I have not visited it. We're trying to get some representatives from the Martha's Vineyard Solid Waste, to come and talk with us about how they deal with, the issues of how do you deal with these various waste streams? And, some, in our case, of course, our landfill capacity has got about 2.5, 3 years left. So we're going to be more likely than not, Nantucket will be in a position where the vast majority of our solid waste has to be shipped off. Where do you ship it? Who takes it? In what form does it get shipped off? All those sort of operational details factor into whether Nantucket ends up managing the landfill itself, or going into another contract, much like the one we have now, where you hire another agent to run everything. And it's a 9 to 10 million right now, a $9 to $10 million operating expense that's probably never going to go away. So your question about whether people charge for, charge to throw kind of
Residential trash.
right. It doesn't appear to, again, it hasn't come up as a discussion in the meetings I've attended. Kind of the interesting thing that I didn't realize was that something like 75% of the waste on Nantucket is actually handled by, Miles Reese and Iski Santos, who are now just Miles Reese. I think he bought Iski Santos's business. So one of the other things we want to talk to the management team at the Reese Trucking Company, just because the trash haulers have been a roadblock to better sorting of waste. They have resisted, I think, more than 2 or 3 elements of breakdown. That's terrible English, but 2 or 3 components in the waste stream, as opposed to 4 or 5 or 6 that happen at the landfill itself. So and the better you can sort it into the items that can be easily managed, the better off you are, and the better your cost structure is. So anyway, kind of interesting stuff.
Curtis, we typically don't take public comment during this discussion, but if you're really insistent, I would let you have. You have to stand up at the microphone, though, if you would like to say something, please.
Madam Chair, I am not really insistent, but I did want to share the fact that when we own property in Yarmouth, there is an annual permit fee. And if you visit the Yarmouth Waste Facility, it's all segregated in bins there. So you self-sort, and it's very efficient. So they do charge an annual fee for disposal. Not a problem. I would certainly think we could do it, and maybe should.
Okay, thank you, Curtis. Okay. Anything else? All right, our next meeting is Thursday, February 9th. We are back in the trailer. We're leaving these very fancy places and moving back. So it's a hybrid meeting again. Any other business before we close today? It's on the, I'm going to stop sending the spreadsheets out to you guys. That's my throwing my toys out of the playpen. I send you the details of what's coming up, and yet we still talk about it.
But it's kind of nice to get a most updated verbal version from our vice chair.
Articles 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 71, 89, 92, 104, 105. Yeah, all select board articles, all appropriations with one home rule with a couple of other small things thrown in. Yes, and I do put it on the spreadsheet I send you. So you also have it there, just as a reminder for everyone. Yay, okay. May I have a motion to adjourn? Thank you. Jill? Peter? Joanna?
Aye.
Chris?
Aye.
Stephen?
Aye.
Joe?
All right.
Denise? Aye. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you, Maria, as always. Star.
Maria, did these live here?